there, horror fans, how are you? Hope you're ready for another scary game. I'm taking a break from the last door at the moment, and today we are playing a game I came across and I just couldn't resist. Curse of the Hideous Haghead. Hideous spelt with two eyes, just to be sure. So I'm just going to jump straight in. I just found this one. It looks amazing. So I thought I will give this a go. You have woken up after being knock unconscious. You think you hear a noise outside. Look out window, hide in closet. I should point out, this is a choose your own adventure game. So my cowardice will shine through. Okay, I've been knocked unconscious. So yeah, I'm gonna hide in the cupboard. You escaped from the hideous haghead. Congratulations, the end. That's a porno mag. That was it. Was that it? Oh, I want to have a go. Okay. Okay, so we're going to look out the window. Oh! You look out the window, a hideous second head appeared in front of you. Then you collapse and die from a heart attack. Game over. I love that. That was the shortest game ever. Oh my goodness. That was brilliant. Oh, I loved it. That was fabulous. Okay, I'm going to find another one now. Okay, bear with me. Bear with me. Game number 2 coming up. Game number 2. Okay, hi. Welcome back. We found another game. For some reason it's been cut off slightly. This isn't my screen. This seems to be the Newgrounds game screen. So it's called Devil's First Trial. And I'm just gonna go in. I've literally picked ones based on the thumbnail. Although I did find one earlier called The Haunted Forest, which looks fantastic, but I couldn't get it to work. So I might try that one again later. So let's go for it. Oh, it went quiet. Oh, there we go. Oh, Christ. Oh, that's some mouse sensitivity. Keys left in the maze. Oh, Christ. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Alright. Ooh. 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 What's that? Ah! Ah! Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Try again. Okay. Keys left in the maze. I'm assuming this is a key. Okay. I gotta hide in here. I go hide. Hide. Oh, I can go this way. I can avoid the big scary monster. Oh god, the sensitivity on this is horrific. Let's just keep going this way. Okay. Ah! Run away! Oh crap! That way! Oh, run away! I just gun it. I'm just gonna gun it. If I gun it, then he can't catch me. It can't catch me. I have no idea where I'm going. Oh. Is this? Ah! Oh, piss. Okay. Another go. Right. Got one blocky thing. I'm gonna go this way again. Can I avoid him, or is he just... Am I just stuffed? Is it like, can he hear me or something? I can't find any of these keys. I think I found another key by now. I don't get why the devil would have a freaking maze anyway. Ooh. Window? Oh, can I go through that? Oh, no I can't. Oh! Mouse sensitivity. Can I go through there? No. Oh, that must be the exit. Ooh. Okay. Oh, bleh. Not a game to play if you get motion sick like I do. So, just vom all over the screen later. I apologise in advance. I haven't found another key. I don't think there are any more keys. Clearly, no, there's... Oh, that must be a long corridor. Oh, I can strafe at it. I have not found another key at all in this whole thing. I say key. A wobbly block. Ah! Ah! Can I get away from him? Or am I, like, stuffed as soon as he finds me? Oh no, I can get away. I don't know where these stupid keys are though. What was that? I don't know if these like sound effects. Whoa, 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 ah! Oh. Okay, one more go, and then I'm gonna have to give it a go. Give it in, I think, because of vom. I don't have to turn the mouse in. I suppose I could go and turn the mouse sensitivity down, but I think this is one of those games where you can't win, because I haven't seen a single key in this whole thing. You think I've found at least one by now? Nope, nope, nope. Tried and tried and tried and tried and... Eek! Oh, piss. Okay. Game 3, here we go. And we're back with Game 3, The Caretaker. This is supposed to be quite a dark game, so... harsh language and dark subject matter, so you have been warned. Click to begin. Okay, I will. Oh, Christ. I have been the caretaker here since my dad died. That was over 30 years ago. He's buried here somewhere. I don't know where. That was the first grave I'd ever dug. I don't remember where it is. My father had a lot of pride for the work he did here. He always told me it was God's work. I never understood what he meant. He was so happy in his dead-end life. I've always told myself I wouldn't fall into the same trap, and here I am. I never got the big deal. I never will. This place has been nothing but a burden to me. It's impossible to turn a profit. It costs more in the upkeep every year. All of our equipment is busted. On top of it all, I don't care. The dead don't need tending to. We've all just been convinced they do. Oh, you sound charming. There is one thing I've taken away from this job. I've discovered the undeniable fact of existence. Everybody dies. You haven't discovered it. What happens after that? Well, depends on who you hand them over to. So you haven't exactly discovered that. Everyone knew. They typically don't come out here unless there is a grave opening. It's not worth the trip unless there is a check involved. Hurts my arms getting up here on my own. Tractor never starts anymore. Hurts my arms. Don't walk on your arms then. Today my trip is a bit of a special circumstance. I received some letters through certified mail last week. Usually my mail goes straight into the garbage. It has for 20-something years. There's nothing good about the mail. These letters had also found their way into the trash till the third one came last Friday. That kind of reminds me of that. Is it The Naked Gun? Where he just throws all the letters in the fire and then it turns out it was like a check for thousands. There's something foreboding about the third envelope. It was heavier, somewhat misshapen, and seemed to have a notable presence in the room. I had originally thrown it in the trash. 10 minutes or so later I found myself thinking about it. The drink in my hand didn't distract me enough. I found myself at the fridge to retrieve another when I looked into the garbage and saw the bulging envelope face up. I was fairly certain it had moved since I put it in there. Well, yes, it's bulging. Oh, my goodness. I set the envelope down on the table and poured another glass. I ran a finger over the small hump in the envelope. It was a thin object, 6 or 7 inches long, with 2 dull points at each end. It wobbled the envelope back and forth on the dull points. I finished another drink. I found this in the road. They are scattered all over your cemetery. You're going to burn. I wasn't sure exactly what kind, but the envelope contained a human bone. My guess was something forearm related. That made sense, I thought to myself. I had to move plenty around myself to make room for new graves. What did make sense was that someone was snooping around and sending threatening letters. Okay. The letter writer was likely to have called the police already, I figured. They probably wouldn't be in too much of a rush to get here. There should be time to clean up. How bad could it be? A garbage battle too, and like it never happened. Well, officer, I don't have anyone who could accuse me of such neglect. Oh, my goodness. I have to convince Hank to come out and clear off the banks I couldn't reach, which was the most discouraging necessity of my predicament. He knows I can only get through the flat sections here, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't make me pay for it. I thought maybe if Bobby came out for supper, I could get him to do it for me. Hank didn't need to know about this. Okay, there's now a Hank and a Bobby. I had figured out a fairly efficient method of travelling down a row and picking out the visible bone fragments that were close enough that I could reach. After a dozen or so headstones, the load in my left hand had noticeably increased in weight. The black contractor bag no longer blew in the breeze. I heard a crack underneath me and instantly lost my motivation. The task was insurmountable, especially in my condition. There was no way I could cover this whole place by myself. After almost half an hour, I didn't even cover 1/100th of the graves, and my 50-gallon bag was about half full. I don't really get gallons, but I'm pretty sure that like 25 gallons is pretty heavy, I would think. Yeah? I decided the most logical thing I could do was cover 5 or 6 rows closest to the road. Hank wasn't going to be happy about this. I thought he was bad when I got my DUI. This could end up in the papers, front page this time. His name soiled. No one to blame but the man who left his handicapped wife alone as caretaker of the ceremony when we went to Texas on a fracking crew. I could just see the headlines. Okay, we figured out Hank is your husband. You are a woman. You have bad arms. You buried your father but you don't know where. And there's a Bobby. Is this a text game? I showed her the thought of him coming home in the afternoon. Maybe if I made his favourite dinner, he wouldn't even notice anything else. Maybe if I did, he would realise I was hiding something. I had to stop thinking about it. Chicken and corn, that's for dinner. I tried to focus on the task at hand instead of my thoughts. I needed another bag by the end of the second row. Excuse me, miss. Before me, out of nowhere, stood a beautiful red-headed dream of a woman. She wore a short black dress, and her recently shaved legs seemed to demand my attention. How do you know they're recently shaved? I imagine the look she must get. Just like I did a long time ago. Her cheeks were so red and full of life. Made me sick. Do you, work here? I'm Lila Carpenter. I'm looking for my grandfather. Aha. What does he look like? Why is he here? Where did you last see him? Why is he here? I mean, grumpy. Why is he here? He's dead. Okay. He died in the war before I was born. I never got the chance to meet him. I've never even been to his grave. My father told me he was buried here. William Carpenter. Sorry, honey, there are many carpenters here. Sorry, honey, there are so many carpenters here. Sorry, honey, there are many veterans. Okay. Okay, we'll go with that one. Well, I'm going to look around for a bit longer if you don't mind. I'll leave you be. Have a nice day. What's my little icon-y thing? Is it corn? Fucking harlot. Oh, my name's Daria and I'm apparently a bitch. Fucking harlot. What the hell was she doing here, dressed like that? I was more angry at her parents for allowing her to become the woman she was. Whoa! How could she expect to find a decent man showing off that much flesh? There is only one kind of man that attracts. I'm hoping we're not supposed to like this character, or it's written by an incel. I thought how to teach her a lesson. I wish I had an open hole. I imagined her head being flattened like a pancake under the weight of one of the tractor tyres. It's a shame I couldn't get it started on my own. Oh my god, Daria, you're horrible! Hank would be a little more creative. His desires, pleasures and fetishes were different than mine. He'd probably want to keep her all to himself, like he's done to so many of them in the past. He always kept them a secret from me, but I always found them and took care of them myself. He thought that because I couldn't get into the basement I would never find out. But I knew how his cameras worked. Bobby always helped. I made those harlots scream louder than Hank ever did. They never imagined they could feel the way I made them feel. I'm not sure I like this game anymore. I thought it was going to be a bit of fun, and it's not. There was one in particular I don't think I could ever forget. Hank called her Cherry. She was always begging for more, so obvious why Hank liked her. She stayed in the basement for almost a year, and like all the others before and after her, she knew she deserved it. This is horrible. This is really horrible. She liked it though, that was her down. Oh, so yeah, you can read this if you want. Okay, right. Ah, okay, so Bobby's here now. Oh, yeah. Uncle Hank around? He'll be back for dinner. His flight should be landing soon. I'll be back later. What's for dinner? Chicken and corn. Oh, is Bobby like my son? Maybe. Sigh. Before you go, I left 2 bags of garbage at the hill. Go get them and throw them in the dumpster. Ugh, that's horrible. Fine. Got a cigarette? Yeah, they're mine. Wow, you're wonderful. Whatever. Ding, worthless. Yeah. Yes, you just said that. Oh, it's her nephew. Oh. This is horrible. Oh my god, Hank was strangled him to death in his sleep the night before Bobby moved out. You people are horrible! I went inside to start dinner. I thought too much as I laid out the chicken fingers on a tray. I thought about the harlot and the worst piece of shit for running into each other. He'd probably ask her out for drinks. Shush, I'm reading! Or at least the back streets of his car. I was pulling the lid off the can of corn when the phone rang and I cut my thumb on the ridges. Maybe that was Hank calling. Hello? Hello? This is the Black Rock Police Department. Is this Miss Leprum? Who's asking? Andrew Briggs. Black Rock PD. Is this Miss Daria Lampron, the caretaker of Stonehill Cemetery? What's this about? Miss Lumpram? Lumpram? We've received some disturbing and serious complaints as of late from visitors. We'd like to come out tomorrow and have a look around. Tomorrow isn't good. Why is that? Because there's a funeral here tomorrow. Can't have you guys out there poking your nose around while people are grieving. And I'll be busy. I don't get around easy. I'm ill, you see. It takes a lot of me to do this. I can still dig a mean hole. What is the name of the deceased? I don't remember at the moment. Paperwork is around here somewhere. Could be you. I can just check the obituaries. ... This is Lumpur. We'll have to come out another time. We'll be in contact. Have a pleasant evening. You're an absolute dream, love. Absolute dream. I'm not reading what you say because you're horrible. No more headlights outside. Maybe the harlot was leaving. I don't like calling her that. It's horrible. You're mean. You're a horrible person. What's with all these people visiting graves? Yeah, weirdos. Boy, I'll never be able to explain other people's actions to you, so stop asking. Now, you wasn't talking to that harlot up there, were you? Don't worry about what I was doing. Why, you little... If you want to work here tomorrow, I'll pay you $10 an hour. Make it 15. Deal. Now close my door. It's snowing outside. Who are you on the phone with? Don't worry about what I was doing. You forgot to preheat the oven. Random. I'll be back for dinner. We could try saying something nice. You're horrible. You are horrible. I turned the oven on and thought about what to tell Hank. I thought more about what not to tell Hank. He was sure to see right through me, he always did. He would get it out of me before he took his first bite of his meal. I needed his help. I needed Bobby's help. I didn't have the money to pay him to haul the dumpster away or hire a lawyer. I couldn't think of a phrase at the time, but I was quite certain I had broken a couple of laws, and in there was a considerable amount of evidence to cover it up. I wasn't ready to deal with Hank. I hoped he was tired. I wished he'd sleep in his truck. I needed so many things from him, and I knew he didn't want to do any of them. Even if he saw that girl outside, I wouldn't even want to be near him. I knew what to do. I'd offer the girl out there to Hank as a reward. Help me and I'll help you. We both have things out there we can pick up. I thought about the best way to take her down. It was always a good old-fashioned blunt force instrument. I could bring something inside for a little more intimidating, like a machete. I could also trap her right in the house. Bobby could disconnect a fuel line out of her battery. She could come to the door in need of a phone. Yeah, the phone is right down there. It was all so simple. Everyone would win. I just needed Bobby to come back. In the meantime, I worked on the mechanisms of the indoor trap. What? The basement hadn't been used in some time. I set 3 padlocks for the basement door, the keys inside on the small shelf, just specifically tucked out of sight when the basement door stood open. That ditzy harlot would likely wander right in. I heard Hank's truck before I saw his headlights. He still had 4 minutes left on the timer and no plates on the table. Is This is an odd game. It's not really a game. Hi, honey. How was Texas? It was Texas. Who the been going up the road? I don't know. Mourners. Mourners. I saw that look in his eye. The one he got every time. Dinner not ready? Just be a minute. A minute. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Don't give me that. What have you been doing? I waited for the time to go off. I prayed for the time to go off. Didn't go off. Did you set the timer? Answer me. What? Hank walked to the door and looked outside. His next move was through shotgun. That's a weird sounding shotgun. Heh. Pigs are just in time for chicken. Is this thing on? Daria, look, come out of the house with your hands in the air. Oh my god! What the hell did you do? Hank, I swear it wasn't my fault. Get the out of here. There. He pointed the gun at me and motioned towards the door. He obviously ain't here for me. Heh. You say anything about me and I'll kill you. What a healthy relationship. Miss Lilpram, you're under arrest for the felony charge of interference with a cemetery. You weren't supposed to be here till tomorrow. Chicken's not ready. I'm here now and you compiled plenty of evidence for me. Am I going to prison? You sure are. Can you put your hands behind your back? The pigs dumped me handcuffed to the back of the car like a sack of dirty laundry. By the time I managed to sit up, they were already pulling away. I saw Hank let go of the curtain he had peeled back inside the house. I hope he's got his dinner. I saw Bobby up the hill, sitting on the hood of his car next to the beautiful redhead. Harlot. A piece of... God damn it. I made a vow they'd pay for what they did to me. Lila Carpenter. Lila Carpenter. Lila Carpenter. Lila Carpenter. Lila. Little. Oh my god, it's still going. So, how do you feel? I don't know. Not much different. I'm glad she's gone. This place needs a lot of work. Yep. Don't think I'm going to come round here anymore. Sorry you couldn't find your grandfather. Heh. Meh. Sorry, not heh. Meh. Who knows? I might actually have. There's thousands of grave here. And those were a lot of remains in those bags. I don't feel that bad. For myself, anyway. I feel bad for the people who had real relationships with the dead here. Yeah. I feel that way about my mum. I never really knew her, so I can't really miss her. Hurts a little differently, all the memories are blank. I just can't imagine walking to your mother's grave only to find it's someone else's now. Maybe it's a good thing I couldn't find my grandfather. I should get headed home before it gets too dark. Thanks for the joint. I needed that. Yeah, no problem. If you're, you know, ever in town, or I'll just, never mind. Relax, Bobby. How about I just give you my number? Now, if you add them all together, they're my favourite number, 17. Okay? Okay, Lila. Are you sure you want to do this? I mean, clearly I got a little crazy in my blood. That's okay, Bobby. I like crazy. As long as you like games. I like games. I like games. Good at Scrabble. You got any skeletons in your closet, Bobby? Just kidding. I'll find those eventually. You want to do something right now? Not tonight, Bobby. It's been a long day. Yeah, I understand. Good night, Lila. Good night, Bobby. Is that it? Oh, the end! That was so bizarre! That was a really weird game. Okay, so it wasn't really a game, it was like a story. Yeah. Okay, that was bizarre. And yeah, because you didn't really get to do much. Apart from the few choices at the beginning, there wasn't really anything in game related for us to do. And it just seemed to go very dark very quickly. So I don't know if someone was just trying to come up with the worst kind of things they could think of, or that's actually how, I hope that's not how they feel about women in general. So, but not bad, not bad. The sound effects are really, really good in that one, but I could have done with a bit more gameplay. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you feel so inclined, and I'll be back with a new video as soon as possible. Remember, stay safe out there. Bye!